Hey, it's Lisa Ryan, Chief Appreciation Strategist at Grategy. And not only is today my 26-year wedding anniversary, but tomorrow's my birthday. So, what better way to celebrate these two occasions than to, go live and talk about how to thank you very much. So, if you've tuned in before, welcome back to another episode where we talk about gratitude strategies to create a workplace culture that rocks. So, today we're going to talk about workplace safety. In the book, the chapter is the role of safety on employee engagement. And during one of my Manufacturers Network podcast interviews, I had Ray Brown on the show. And Ray is the president of ESCO Corporation. And he shares a story that is really one for the ages about how it was a beautiful day. And he got one of those calls that no president ever wants to get. And that was unfortunately that one of their employees died because of a workplace accident. And it was one that could have been fully preventable. But unfortunately, with all the emphasis on safety on the world, it only takes one time, it only takes one incident to really turn things upside down for an organization. Not only from a legal and a OSHA standpoint is it important for you to focus on workplace safety, but also the fact of letting your employees know that they are important to you and you care enough about their safety that you are taking care of them. Paying attention to what's going on. If you see people not wearing their safety gear, doing things that are unsafe, to let them know that just because you've been doing this for a long time or this is the first time you've ever done it, that's not the example that we want to set. So just taking a look at, what can you do from a safety standpoint? And just like in all of the chapters in the book, there's three different areas that comes at it from an individual standpoint, a management standpoint, and then what can you do as a full organization to make sure that you create that safety culture? Because no matter what your role is in the organization, we all play a role when it comes to safety. We all have an important part in that. So as an individual, I like to say that just like on an airplane, if you see something, say something. If you see somebody who is cutting corners and not creating a safe workplace, well, you need to take that person aside and say something. Because just like I said, they may have gotten away with it before, but just like Ray Brown found out, it only takes one incident, one careless moment to really change the lives of not only that employee and their family, but everybody else in the company as well. So if when employees are struggling, or if you as an employee are struggling, don't be too proud to get help. If we are suffering any type of mental illness, mental breakdown, stress, depression, whatever it is, we are not giving our best at work. And that is really setting yourself up for something to happen. So these last couple of years with COVID, it's been tough from that mental health standpoint. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself. If your company has an EAP program, an employee assistant program, look into that to see if there's someone that you can talk to get through the stressful times that we're going through right now. And look for ways to engage more in your job. Are there things that you could be doing better? Are there things you could be doing more efficiently? Because not only is that going to make you a better employee and more productive, but it's also going to help out with the company and being more successful too. So, what about if you are in leadership, if you are a manager? What are some of the things that you can focus on? Again, remembering that safety applies to everybody. Whether you have your best worker on the line, your best assistant manager, your best whoever it is, we need to know that nobody is excluded from creating that safe environment. Providing ongoing education. One of my other podcast guests was Carol Cambridge, and she focuses on active shooter training and workplace violence training. So, do your employees know exactly what to do in case that kind of event happens in your workplace? Letting employees know what to do so they feel comfortable doing that. Have regular briefings, regular safety meetings, listen to employees' ideas, listen to what they are seeing, and taking action. As soon as you hear something, take it seriously and create that sense of respect and pride in the workplace. Because when employees are engaged, when they like what they're doing, when they feel valued and respected at work, in most cases, they in turn will value and respect their colleagues. Your workplace culture didn't take place overnight. It is certainly not changing overnight. So we can look to create that respectful workplace. And as an organization, what do your policies say? Set very clear guidelines. And if it's been a while since you've addressed safety issues in your workplace, that might be a good thing to go back and take a look at and make sure that you have the policies, the plans, everything in place. Because if we look at as little as 2 years ago when the whole pandemic started happening, none of us were prepared for that. I don't know. I know that me as a speaker, I never sat down and asked myself, gee, I wonder what would happen to my business if a worldwide pandemic completely shut down the meetings industry. So look at everything that can happen and make plans to keep your business alive and thriving even in these types of circumstances. Encourage feedback. Again, create that safe environment for employees to come to you when they see something is off, or even better yet, they see a way that your business can be done better, can be done more safely. If it takes a little bit of an investment, that investment is a pittance compared to what could happen if a safety incident happens. And also, if we look at the numbers with engaged employees, when employees are engaged, they have 5 times fewer safety incidents. So these are all the good reasons to invest in programs, to make sure that you are acknowledging your employees and also involve them in the process. Find out their best ideas. Even if you have a brand new employee who's coming into your industry for the first time, they're seeing the world differently. They're seeing your business differently. So make sure that you create that open door policy that really is open door and listen to your employees. So if you like those tips, there's a whole lot more again in my newest book. Thank you very much. If you haven't gotten your copy yet, make sure you go on Amazon. I'll put the link in the comments where you can find that. And if you are one of the people that have a copy of my book, I would absolutely love it if you would do an Amazon review. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be involved. You don't have to write a book about it, but a few comments and a 5-star rating can really help. So thank you very much. I am going to go and celebrate my 26th wedding anniversary and my birthday tomorrow. So wishing you all the best. I'm Lisa Ryan, and thank you very much.